Hello again, everyone. So, today, I want us to dive in, right, into this question. Can fear be brought to an end completely, right? Completely and utterly put to sleep, put to bed forever. Now, all fear, and especially my own experience, all fear comes down to one of two cases, right? It all comes under one of these two things. When you feel fear, which if we were to describe it, it's a shrinking back. It's a feeling of shrinking back, which includes nervousness and the thoughts of, I don't want to do this. I'm scared. This is lonely. I can't do this. Or the threat of danger. Or that's how whatever it is being perceived. Right? So it comes under one of two things. Either an instinctive, natural feeling of shrinking back. Say if you're walking down the street and someone threatens you with a knife to fucking give you their money or some shit, right? Or someone threatens you with fire. Now that is completely normal to feel fear, because the situation at hand, almost biologically, instinctively, is to feel that fear. And it happens quickly. It happens by itself almost. Especially if you've been in a situation like this. I haven't been in such a situation like that, but that's like an instinctive shrinking back from danger, potentially, right? But the type of fear which I want to get into more here, and which is the one that is causing everyone to suffer completely unnecessarily, from my observations, right, is we'll call psychological fear, which is when you think about fear, potentially the situation at hand isn't even anything fearful necessarily at all. You could be alone in your room, like how I am now, and still feel that feeling. And the body's getting it ready to fight and everything. And so for this type of fear, it arises from thought. Okay? So if it arises from thought, if you know me personally, if you watch my videos and the videos I will be uploading, you will see that I talk a lot about being the watcher of your mind and of your whole reality, your body, your surroundings. So if you're able to watch, right? If you're able to just watch your mind and its thoughts, right? That means you separate from it. So you're not your mind. You become present as the watcher of it. And as you're watching, this is not a thought. This itself, the watching is not a thought. Purely just using your eyes to see, you're not thinking about seeing. If you listen to music and you've got your headphones on and you just listen to the sounds, you're not thinking about listening to the sounds. You're just hearing the sounds. Do you know what I'm saying? And that same thing can be done with the mind. So then if that means, right, if you can listen to music without thinking about what you're listening to, you are not the sounds. Therefore, if you listen to the mind, you are not the mind. Alright, cool. And when you're present as the watcher, you are not thinking. So therefore, you're not thinking. It's almost as simple as that. And then you become aware of the mind. And you realize fear, psychological fear, where wherever you could be, there's no imminent danger, but yet in your body and in your mind you feel a type of restlessness and unease and nervousness and tension and fear. Because you're not fully here. You're there. You're not here. And this is the case every time. Every single time. If you watch yourself, anytime you feel fear, no matter what it is, even if it's times when it's considered normal, like public speaking or taking on a challenge or something like that, right? In those senses, it's normal to feel fear. And I won't lie, I feel nervous when I do these sorts of things. But I know with time and with practicing being here and now, it already has like subsided a bit and calmed down. And with time, it will go away. But but the mind, my mind will still produce the thoughts it does. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is scary, bro. Why are you doing this? Just go be alone in your room where it's comfy. Fuck's sake. But I know that I'm not the mind. So the mind is still producing these thoughts. And unless if I'm extremely and intensely aware, I'm still going to feel some nervousness in my body. And that's why it's normal. But eventually, it's like the mind is a fan. And because I am one of the few that have realized that I am not the mind, the plug of the fan has been pulled out. And it's still going a bit, but eventually it will stop. But everyone else pretty much, man, you can watch for yourself. People, they still got the fan plugged in, so they'll be nervous forever. Because they don't realize that they are not fully here and now, and that they're thinking. And then you realize that these thoughts, whilst part of it is instinctive, so that it can get you ready, get your adrenaline going, get the body pumping more blood, or whatever, pumping blood faster, getting more oxygen into the muscles, so you get ready physically. If you watch most people, they're still fearful to the point where they can't move, they get crippled. So I've had the realization that fear is all, it's complete imagined reality. It's not real, bro, at all. And while sometimes the mind will try its best to suck you back into it and to really make you believe it again, you have to stay strong and realize I know what you're trying to get me into. I know you're trying to get me under your wing. You could almost say that's the devil, right? Same thing. But you must stand firm and realize your realization that it's just not true. And then, like that, fear is put away completely. Hope you enjoyed the video.